Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking an absolute earthquake in the Chinese tech world. We are looking at ByteDance's flagship AI application, Doubao. For years now, Doubao has been this beloved, completely free AI companion for literally hundreds of millions of people. But almost overnight, that all changed. Doubao announced a highly controversial pivot to a paid subscription model, which essentially ends the era of the free-for-all, heavily subsidized AI. It's a dramatic shift, and today we're going to deeply analyze exactly how Doubao is achieving this commercial transformation, specifically through their brilliant use of tiered subscriptions and deep ecosystem linkage.
So, let's dive right into the immediate fallout. When the news hit that Doubao was updating its service agreement to include these paid tiers, the internet completely exploded. One user really just summed up the public mood perfectly, saying, "It hasn't earned my money. If it charges, I'll uninstall it." Users who are used to just casually chatting with Doubao felt totally betrayed. I mean, they took straight to social media, threatening a mass exodus. It was a very severe, visceral backlash from a user base that had just grown incredibly comfortable with getting everything for free. Which immediately brings us to the core mystery of this entire explainer. Why on earth would ByteDance risk it? Doubao isn't just popular, you guys. It's a juggernaut. By March of this year, it boasted a staggering 340 million monthly active users. It successfully penetrated the mass market, becoming a daily habit for literally everyone from students to retirees. So why jeopardize the absolute most popular AI application in the entire country right as it hits peak adoption? Well, the perception paradox that Doubao is trapped in right now is absolutely fascinating. In the minds of everyday consumers, Doubao is kind of like Mixu Bingcheng. If you don't know it, that's China's ultra-cheap, incredibly popular lemonade chain. People view Doubao as this accessible, friendly companion that provides massive emotional value for zero cost. But ByteDance is now trying to pivot and sell it as a premium, expensive enterprise tool that handles complex data analysis and logic. It's like your favorite $1 lemonade stand suddenly trying to charge you $20 for a premium craft tea. The brand identity is just clashing aggressively with their new commercial reality. Let's get into Section 1, the harsh reality of compute costs versus revenue. The era of free AI subsidies is officially dead, and the scale of the expense is staggering. We are talking billions of RMB. That's what top domestic AI models are burning annually just to keep the servers humming. There are massive, unavoidable costs for GPU compute, model training, and the absolutely staggering expense of real-time inference for over 300 million users. Think about it. Every single query, every generated image, every voice response costs money. Every time you ask for a simple dinner recipe, a server somewhere burns a fraction of a cent. A purely free model at this hyperscale is mathematically unsustainable. Venture capital alone just can't foot the bill anymore. But okay, look at the sheer upside here if ByteDance gets this right. According to estimates from Morgan Stanley, Doubao has around 435 million monthly active users across its entire ecosystem. Now, if they can convert just a tiny fraction, we're talking between 1 and 1.5% of those users into paying subscribers, they are looking at an annualized revenue of somewhere between 426 million and 684 million US dollars. It's a massive gamble for sure, but the potential payoff is just too huge to ignore. Moving on to Section 2, Strategy Part 1, Tiered Subscriptions and the Safety Net. So the crucial thing to understand here is that ByteDance didn't just slap a single price tag on the app and call it a day. They meticulously created 3 highly targeted tiers. The standard tier is for your everyday learner and basic office worker. This gives you longer context windows and basic presentations. Then the enhanced tier levels up for full-time content creators and small businesses, offering complex logic and high-def multimodal generation. And finally, the professional tier. This one is strictly for enterprise clients. It offers exclusive compute resources, ironclad security, and massive concurrency. When we anchor Doubao's pricing in the broader market, their strategy becomes crystal clear. At 68 RMB a month for that standard tier, Doubao is actually pricing itself slightly higher than domestic competitors like Kimi, which sits at 49 RMB, and it's roughly on par with global equivalents of about $8 US. By doing this, Morgan Stanley points out that Doubao is deliberately positioning itself for professional users and knowledge workers. They are explicitly not trying to monetize the casual mass market. And honestly, nothing highlights this B2B pivot better than the professional tier, which comes in at a hefty 5,088 RMB annually. This isn't for someone asking for a quick email draft. This is targeted directly at professional institutions and large enterprises that need dedicated, high-security AI infrastructure.
ByteDance is essentially using the consumer app as a massive funnel to find these high-value enterprise clients. But here is the genius part. They aren't actually abandoning their free users. They've instituted what we can call a free safety net. Core features like basic Q&A, simple writing, and translation, those remain permanently free. Why? Because that 300 million strong user base is their biggest asset. It maintains their brand heat, it provides an endless stream of training data, and it acts as the ultimate top of funnel for their paid services. They get to protect their public goodwill while quietly charging the power users. Next up, Section 3, Strategy Part 2, Ecosystem Linkage. ByteDance is flexing a muscle almost no other AI company on the planet possesses. The scale here is staggering. Doubao isn't just a single chatbot. It is an entire family of 32 distinct models operating under their Volkswagen platform. We're looking at text generation, vision models, vector models, voice cloning, the whole shebang. It is a highly comprehensive infrastructure play. This massive scale proves they're building the backend for an entire digital universe, not just a standalone app. And here is exactly how they monetize that universe. By Q3 of 2026, Doubao plans to fully integrate with Douyin's e-commerce platform. Picture this. You use Doubao to generate a snappy marketing script, create the video, and write the product copy. You never once leave the app. The AI matches user needs, and you directly execute the transaction on Douyin. It is a perfectly closed loop, from AI content production straight to an e-commerce transaction seamlessly. The ultimate goal is super clear. Doubao is evolving from a standalone AI tool into the central traffic hub for ByteDance's entire commercial empire. Whether it's enterprise software, video generation, or digital marketing, Doubao acts as the intelligent layer connecting users to ByteDance's vast array of services. This kind of deep ecosystem synergy is something those standalone AI startups literally cannot replicate. Oh, and to make sure developers actually build on their ecosystem, they are aggressively pricing out the competition. They offer input processing at an astonishingly low 0.0008 RMB per 1,000 tokens for their flagship Pro model. I mean, they're practically giving it away to undercut the market. They're leveraging their immense scale to completely dominate the B2B infrastructure layer. So what happens when the biggest player completely changes the rules? Section 4, the ripple effect, disrupting the Chinese AI industry. The most significant impact of all this is a total paradigm shift. For years, the domestic AI industry operated on a burn money for traffic model. It was all about aggressive subsidies and user acquisition at all costs. Doubao's bold move basically forces everyone to sober up. It signals the official end of the free-for-all era. Now the entire industry is being forced to pivot from blindly chasing scale to actually proving business value and generating sustainable profit. But hey, victory is far from guaranteed for ByteDance. They face some massive hurdles ahead. First, the average Chinese consumer is fundamentally not used to paying for software, meaning the cost to educate these users is going to be sky high. Plus, the second you put up a paywall, a user's tolerance for errors drops to absolute zero. The paid experience has to be flawless right out of the gate. And finally, they are operating in a fiercely competitive market. Rivals might just decide to drop their prices or offer tons of free tokens to poach all those alienated Doubao users. Which leaves us with a critical question to ponder. Doubao has firmly drawn a line in the sand. So will giants like Alibaba and Tencent follow suit and put their own AI tools behind paywalls, validating this brand new model? Or will they hold out, using free access to bleed ByteDance dry? One thing is for sure though, the era of purely free, limitless AI is over. The real question now is, what will you soon be expected to pay for? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.